What's going on, LPM crew? We got a cool box break for you today. I'm sure you guys have all heard of the MCCW Facebook group. Well, it was started by a gentleman in the community named Ian Taylor. I've got his info in the description if you want to follow along with his podcast and his Facebook group and all sorts of stuff that Ian's got going on. He's a big fan of the Eternals MCU product that's come out in the movie. So I know that you guys have seen the movie. I know that you guys know what I'm talking about. So let's open up these boxes. Check out these inserts. There's some really cool stuff in them. The cards look great. So follow along with me and Ian for a great conversation and a really fun box break. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hello, everyone. Graydon here, LPM channel. I've got a fun guest today. Got Ian. What's going on, Ian?
How you doing?
Good. You're all set up for an evening hangout over there.
I'm good. I've got whiskey. I've got cards. I've got Canadians. It's what more is there to life? Quite frankly,
this is like the Commonwealth Games we've got going on here. I can't see where it goes.
Yeah, something like that. Yes.
I did a morning show this morning, and I always forget, but I always get blasted for using the metric system. And I'm so glad we're not going to have that problem here.
Okay. I can never remember which one's metric and which is imperial because we use some of each over here.
Right, that's true.
So this morning I did a 5K run. So that's kilometers.
Yeah, same with us.
But if I'm talking about measuring my height, I will talk about it in feet and inches.
Your weight is what gets me because you guys use stones.
Is stones, yeah, pounds and stones. So if I convert that to kilos, because everyone talks about kilos over there, like American football players, they're like 270. No, they talk about pounds, don't they?
They're talking about pounds. That's correct.
Yes. So it's bizarre. I don't get it. Someone says to me, "Oh yeah, we've just done 5K." No, we haven't. We've done 3.2 miles. I'm like, shut up.
Yeah, 100%. I'm in the same boat. My conversion factor should be better with the amount of math I have to do for work, but I just haven't got that figured out.
Oh, well, life's too short for that. Life's too short for that. I let other people figure it out with much bigger brains.
So what we're going to do today is we're going to open up a product that of Eternals. So one of the MCU products, and you are someone who has gone after this set pretty hard, I want to say. You want to fill us in a little bit about that?
Yeah, I still am. I mean, listen, it's a Marmite film, and that won't make any sense to you because Marmite is an English product. But Marmite used to have this ad slogan that said, love it or hate it, because there's no in between. You either love it or you don't like it. And a lot of people didn't dig Eternals at the cinema, hence it's probably never going to get a sequel. That said, I've watched it. I think I've watched it now 4 times, and on the second viewing, it absolutely clicked for me, absolutely landed. And the reason I went back to watch it twice was because I opened a box of that marvelous product you've got there, and it was so. I mean, we'll get into it when we start looking at it, but it was so evocative of the styling and the design of the film. I mean, you really did feel like the cards had come from that same tapestry of like images and the way that the costumes were done and the visuals and the styling of the credits. So while it might not have been everyone's cup of tea, actually it's and I did read this once. Someone said you shouldn't have to watch a movie twice to get it to get it, and I would challenge that because I didn't get Scarface. I had to watch a second time to properly get it. And Seven, everyone watches Seven again to try and get things.
There's a lot
sense. There's a lot to disprove that theory.
I think the Usual Suspects you got to watch twice to get it.
Oh, absolutely.
There's a
probably
lot of
3
stuff.
times.
There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So Eternals really does benefit from that second viewing because if you haven't seen it, and it's been a couple of years now, so statute of limitations has probably passed. But if you haven't seen it, there is a character that does something that makes when you've seen the film and you know what he's been up to, when you watch it again, we're about to open the product. It's going to spoil it. So anyway, Icarus basically decides to go off mission, and he starts murdering some of the other he starts enabling the bad guys to murder other Eternals and absorb their powers. So the bad guy gets stronger because he's absorbing all their powers.
Right.
Anyway, so and then it's bonkers because it's Jack Kirby, and I don't know if you've ever read any of the Eternals comics. I've only read a couple of them.
Full disclosure, right. I have not. I've seen the movie, loved it,
right.
Watched it with my wife, but I have not read the comics.
Right. So here's the thing: it's batshit crazy. I mean,
Mm,
I'm talking. It's properly out there. I
yeah.
mean, giant celestial beings that create planets, and the planets are, to all intents and purposes, incubators for the eggs of other giant celestial beings. So
Yes.
millennia past, and that's the whole concept of this film, is that there is an egg of a being inside the Earth, and when it hatches, no more Earth.
Right.
So the Eternals, didn't know this. They realised the true purpose of their mission, and they decide to stop it. So that's the thing. But just the concept. I mean, the visuals of the main celestial airship. I mean,
Mm.
effectively, it's a trash can with glowing holes in it, like headlamps, attached to a body in space, and it's really really big.
Hmm.
But it kind of works in a mad kind of way. So it's interesting that you enjoyed the film. So
Yeah, I did. I did enjoy it. You know, when you are sitting down on a Friday night to select a movie with your wife, I think there's a common theme that it takes longer to find a movie than it does to
oh yeah,
watch
oh yeah,
it. And
yeah,
anytime that you have a spouse who suggests a film to watch and you watch it and you both enjoy it, it was a win. That was a
yeah,
good Friday night. And
yeah,
that was
yeah,
my experience with Eternals. My wife found it and she was like, I would really like to watch this with you. We watch a lot of Marvel movies together. And when we sat down to watch it, we were both like, wow, that was a great story. Those were good visuals. Angelina Jolie was in it. So let's go. Let's give it a shot. I really liked it. I enjoyed it.
yeah. Well, here's the thing. I I I I think this, and I've seen it written in slightly different ways. It's one of the most Marvel movies
Interesting.
because it's properly of the roots of some of the cosmic stuff, like Guardians of the Galaxy stuck the landing. Everyone got it straight away, and then they started being able to introduce concepts like Adam Warlock, like
Yeah.
Ego. I mean, you pitch a movie about Ego, the living planet. It's never going to get off the ground, frankly.
That's right.
So Eternals was a bit of a stretch, but they also got Chloe Zhao, who has only. I mean, she's an Oscar-winning director. She did Nomadland. The two movies are so different, but
Right.
then once you've watched the Eternals a couple of times, you realise that actually no one else could have really made this movie. Maybe Ang Lee, back
Yeah.
in the day, could have
Right.
done this. I mean, if you imagine Ang Lee doing a Marvel movie, it's this film basically. Not to diminish her own kind of style and sensibilities. So, yeah. But you've probably never seen or physically touched these cards apart from seeing them on the screen. Am I right?
That's right. So I got into this set. I think it was on Titan Cards. I think I watched them do a case break of it. I watched
Yep.
Ali open it up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I was blown away at how good the cards looked. I was really impressed with the foiling on them. Like you were saying, it really matches the cinematography, how they look
Yep.
on screen. I recently I bought a base set of the Moon Knight cards to put in a binder just for fun because I like it. Those cards looked great. They were phenomenal in hand. And I thought, you know what? I'm never going to open it. So I want to try one of these MCU products.
Yeah.
And this was going to be the one.
Yeah. Yeah. So I guess expectations wise, as with Grant Grant from Upperdeck, Grant Sandground, has spoken about this on my podcast a number of times. But basically, they made a strategic decision when they were coming out of COVID in terms of a lot of these set designs. In fact, I think they made the decision a little bit earlier than that because it's quite, it takes a long time to push these sets out. That they were going to focus their budget on the actor, on the actor talent. So when you look at a set like Moon Knight, whether or not movie and TV cards are for you, you have every major actor
Yes.
signing for that. Now it's not on card because they can't do that for various reasons. Usually because the images aren't available for them to actually print the cards with enough lead time for the actor to sign it. Yeah, anyway, you can go and listen to all that. But and it shows. I mean, Loki, they've got Hiddleston. They got Jonathan Majors, whatever you may think of his fall from grace. They've got Owen Wilson. They've got all the main cast of Loki.
Right.
And Hawkeye, similar thing. So with this, they've pretty much got, I think, in the autograph stakes, there are 12 Eternals. I mean, it's a big roster. There's 12 of them. They've got, I believe, I counted, I think they've got 7 of them signed, which is pretty decent. Angelina Jolie, they didn't even get near.
Right.
She wouldn't sign.
Not
She probably
surprising.
wouldn't do it. Yeah, wouldn't do it. But here's the rub with this set, and you'll notice this when you're going through it. If you look at that box that you've got just in front of you there, you can see an image of all 12 Eternals, including Angelina Jolie.
Yes.
Now, would you say that looks like Angelina Jolie?
Not at all.
Okay, there's a reason for that, and this is nothing to do with Upperdeck. People often slate Upperdeck for this, and Sprite doesn't really look like Sprite either, bizarrely enough, even though her image is all over the set. Angelina Jolie's deal with Marvel didn't include image rights beyond main promotion.
Right, without her her likeness.
Without any extra cash coming her way.
Right.
So basically, that trickles down to T-shirts, to trading card products, to whatever it may be, lunchboxes. Not that I think they made Eternals lunchboxes. So you will not see an image of Angelina Jolie in this set at all.
Yeah.
Which is, and the fact that they've managed to make a set where she's such a huge part of the cast and such a big part of the film, that they've managed to pull this set together without using an image of her, I think is quite outstanding. I mean, what a challenge.
No kidding.
What a challenge for the team. But the people they have got on deck in terms of the autograph lineup, I mean, we'll go through. Do you want to see some of the autos?
I would really love to. And I was going to ask you if you know the pack odds on some of the autos.
Not in detail. I do know that if you're going to get an auto, you'll be lucky to get, I would say, 3 in a case, possibly 4. It's pretty thin odds, and that's the thing. They went for this, but in the initial raft of post-COVID products at both MCU and Disney Plus, the pack odds were a lot longer.
Yeah.
Okay, because the product's still got to go a certain way. Yeah, there's no sketches in any of these post MCU products, so you will not get WandaVision didn't have sketches, She-Hulk didn't have sketches, but it had all the main cast. So that's where they focused their budget. Okay.
Am I wrong in saying, are there not sketches in WandaVision?
You might be right. I think WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier had them.
Yeah, I want to see WandaVision has sketches.
No, you know what? I think I might have misspoken there. They certainly weren't in any of the bigger movie releases. No Way Home doesn't have them.
That's right.
Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness doesn't have them. So yeah, I think some of the ones that were kind of in development pre-COVID had them, and they were the first ones out the gate. But I think after that, none of them have. Anyway, let's put something on deck. So
yeah, let's see some of these autos.
Right. So the main style, and in typical Upperdeck style, they have a number of different styles that these can go on.
That is a beautiful card.
Eternal Link. Okay.
That is just a beauty.
And they are really, really beautiful in hand. There's not a lot of foiling going on, but they really pop colours wise.
Yeah.
Now this actress was Walking Dead. She was in, and she is a deaf actress as well. So all the signing you see and thing, and they're just really nicely done.
Gorgeous.
Sorry about the shine. So that's these are really nice. And I think there's maybe 1 or 2 different poses of them, and some of them have inscriptions.
Very cool.
Which is nice. So this guy is such a good actor. He's the voice of Miles's father in the Spider-Verse movies, and he was in a really good film with Jennifer Lawrence a couple of years ago. I think he was up for an award for. I can't remember the name of the film now. It's really good. Anyway, so he's in there. You've got the young actress who played Sprite, who I believe was only like 13 or 14 when they filmed it.
With a very nice signature, by the way.
Maybe even, it's really neat. It's really neat. So there's that one. We have Bill Skarsgård. Now, of course, he's in the. Funnily enough, he's playing a character called Crow. He's like the main deviant, if you like. They're the sort of aliens that they fight. But funnily enough, he's just been in the remake of The Crow.
Wow.
He was also the clown in the remake in the It movies from a couple of years ago.
Interesting.
So he's been in a lot of stuff. He's a really, really good actor. And of course, the one that everyone knows.
Wow. That
Kit
is
Harington.
with an inscription.
I pulled that on my last opening of physical boxes. Along with, and this is the auto style that will knock you out of the park. So you've got the Eternal Link, okay? These ones, however, they are the most ridiculous quality. Look at the foiling on that.
Beautiful.
Immortals and Immortals. Now, Immortals and Immortals is actually an insert set in the product. This is an autograph version of them, and these are all numbered.
Oh, wow.
Barry Kieran, I think that's how you pronounce his surname. He's obviously in Banshees of Inisherin. He was in Saltburn most recently, which if you haven't seen, I mean, these are just stunning cards. This particular one, however, is numbered to 5.
Wow.
2 of 5. And I got this in the box after this one, and I shouted. I shouted somewhat. So yeah, I mean these are absolutely stunning. They have, I think the Lauren Ridloff one is also numbered to 5, but the rest of them are up to 49. And again, every major character's got one of these. And then you have the character part of the set. So base cards 1 to 75 are like the story, if you like. And then cards 76 through 100 are these character cards. And then they have the autograph versions of them. And these, I mean, once we get into the physical cards, you'll see how good the foiling is without it being in a plastic case. But
right.
This guy is a huge Korean actor. So these cards usually sell pretty well when they go onto eBay and Comsey. He was in Last Train to Busan, that zombie movie that they made a few years ago in Korea.
Now, I'm pretty sure I know the answer to this, but what has been your favorite insert in this set so far?
It's got to be these, but when we get into it, I'll show you some of the others. Some of the parallels are just remarkable in terms of the colouring. But yeah, probably Immortals versus Immortals. There are some really good lenticulars in this set. And of course, film cells make an appearance, but they're acetate. And then, of course, Barry Kieran again.
Very nice.
As Druid. So, yeah, I mean, these are the ones I've got in hand. I've got more on the way. And I've got another 11 physical boxes incoming as well.
Oh, wow. So you're going to keep going.
Yeah. Well, when I can get them as cheap as I did, I mean, I got them for $25 each.
Yeah. They've come down a lot.
It's kind of, and that's them selling at a loss as well.
Yes.
But when you consider even on EPAC sale, a box is still about $70-$80.
Yeah.
If you're auto hunting, and the odds are as long as they are, do it on physical.
Absolutely.
But let me just which one's this? There we go. So what I've done, I've got 3 of these binders. I use these slipcase binders, by the way. They're actually for coins.
Okay.
And they're beautiful. I don't know if you can get them in the US. Sorry, this isn't quite working in terms of distance from the camera. But what I'm doing is I'm going after, and this has got cards 1 to 50 in here. I'm going after a 9-page of every parallel. So I'm going for nearly a master set. Okay, so if I'll just take the top one out. So this is card number 1. And you will see the cards a bit more detail. So I've only got a few of them in here, but I've got a lot more on EPAC and Comsey to come. So you've got your base card, and then you've got your green card. Okay, so base and green, they're unnumbered. You'll get a lot of these in the packs that you're about to open. You get 1 green per pack. Okay, and you can see the difference there.
They look
the foiling around the outside.
Yes.
I mean, just look at the foiling on these cards.
They look really...
It's stunning. I mean, they are beautiful. The QA on this set is exceptional. Yeah, they're really nice cards. And so they don't say the parallel name on them, but they're obviously what they are. Just slide this one back in a minute. It's not happening. Yes, it is. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to lay these out. There is what's going to go here? A silver, which is unnumbered. So that goes there. Then the red EPAC exclusive will go there. I haven't got any of those in hand yet, but that's 5 digital base on EPAC. We'll get you one of those. And then you've got the numbered one. So that's a blue. Yeah. And that's numbered to 299. The gold will go there. That's numbered to 99. I'll show you some of those in a moment. Then the purple numbered to 15. Then you've got black 1 of 1s.
Okay, wow.
And then a printing plate.
I love it.
So, and so my goal is 1 printing plate from every card that has one, which is about 140 cards.
Oh, wow.
in the set.
That's going to be very impressive, my friend.
Yeah, I'm up to 25, 26 now, I think.
Wow.
And so, yeah, you can see when I go through, you know, I've got some of them, I've got more than others. I'm just trying to find some of the parallels for you, just to give you a sense. Here we go. First printing plate.
I love plates, by the way, for my character. I'm a big fan.
What's your character?
Sabretooth.
Ah, nice, of course. Yeah.
That's a nice
Frozen. There we go.
That's a very nice plate.
It is. They're nice. I've managed to. I mean, I think there's someone else trying to do similar. I don't know who it is. So I've got a little bit of competition at times.
Yeah.
But so, a lot of people have been very fair to me who know I'm going after them on APAC. I'm just trying to find. See, so many of them are not physically with me yet. That's the challenge.
I know that situation very well. Shipping from EPAC is expensive and nice to do once.
So here's a gold.
Wow, that looks good.
Number to 99.
Very nice.
They are stunning. I mean, it really pops. I mean, it's really coming through clearly on the camera. So they're number to 99. You've got it just in there.
How many golds how many numbered cards do you think you're pulling out of a box?
I'll tell you exactly what you're going to pull in just one moment, because I know it off by heart by now. I just wanted to finish showing you these parallels. I've got a purple. And these are beautiful.
So good.
And these are numbered to 15. They're a tough one. I'd say I'm probably about a quarter of the way there on the purple set. Wow. I'm about over 70% there on the gold. So you will get from a box, you will get base and green, aplenty. You will get, I think it's 6 cards a pack. I think.
Yep, 6 cards per pack, 15 packs per box.
So you will get a green per pack, 1 green parallel, unnumbered. You will get 3 to 4 base cards, depending on what else is going on. You will get 1 chase card, and then in 6 of the packs that you've got in that box, you will get 3 silvers, and they're unnumbered. You'll get 1 numbered card. You'll get 1 memorabilia card, let's just say for the sake of argument, which will be either a film cell or a lenticular.
Cool.
And yeah, so you'll get a numbered card. You'll probably get 2 memorabilia cards, and you'll get 3 silvers. Now, that memorabilia cards, it could be a film cell, it could be a metal card. They're really tough to get. It could be a printing plate. It could be and I've not pulled a printing plate yet, actually. I've only bought them off other people. And it could be an autograph, of course.
I would love an autograph.
Yeah,
I'd be a big fan of an autograph.
Yeah, and I think with 2 boxes. So this is base 1 to 50. You kind of get the idea. We'll get into the cards in more detail when you open yours. But and then I've got 51 to 100 there, and then I've got the chase cards in the binder of their own. And I'll go into those. But I think you need to start opening some boxes.
I think I agree with you.
Because that's the best way to actually look at the cards, is as you're going through them. Let me put that over there.
Yeah.
Also, because I need a sip of whiskey.
There you go. Well, I think those are all very reasonable things to do here. So let's get into a box of this and see what we end up with.
So you should have 15 packs in there. 15 packs, 6 cards a pack.
I apologize if you hear dogs barking in the background. I'm pretty certain there's a bear in the yard right now.
Oh.
And I'm doing this box.
Canada.
Yeah. I'm certain there's a black bear that the 2 dogs are trying to chase up a tree right now.
All right, fair enough.
But that's pretty normal for out here.
Yeah. You're West Coast at the moment, aren't you?
That's right. I'm on Vancouver Island at the moment.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Just hanging out for a little vacation.
So straight away, you've got Arishem.
Yeah.
On the packet. He's the kind of main celestial dude. So you should have so like I said, 6 of these packs will have something in. You put them out of order now, but the pattern usually goes top row, you'll have something.
Gotcha.
And then, so usually the top half of the box will have 3, and then the bottom half of the box will have 3.
Gotcha. I'm
There's
glad I
usually
shuffled it because I wanted to be a mix.
there's usually a bit of wasteland in the middle. Yeah, it's like the flyover states, I guess. So you will have at least 3 base to start with. So that's one of the character base. You got one of the regular base there.
These
Again,
are very
the
nice.
blue on that. And that's the thing. The blue on those isn't too dissimilar to the blue of the numbered. So that is a base. And then you've got that could be a silver. That's a silver.
Beautiful.
So that's one of your 6.
All these cards look really good in hand.
That's one of your 6. And then there's a green. You'll have one of them per pack.
I'll start a pile
That's
of
the
the
easiest.
greens over there. I like sorting as you go. It makes it
I'd put that silver in a pile of its own as well, because that's one of your 6 kind of
excellent.
Slightly higher cards, if you like.
So everything blue is a base.
Everything blue is a base, apart from the one criticism I have with this set is that the blue parallel, which is numbered to 299, isn't too dissimilar from the blue. I mean, it's a more vibrant blue for the base. You'll notice it's kind of a slightly more washed out blue. So most of the base are landscape. Right. So here's one of the chase. Eternal scenery. There's 10 of them. And they've usually got pretty effects heavy shots. So that's a chase. It's not one of your hits, but it is a chase.
Very cool. So this is an insert.
Yeah, that's right.
Start a little pile over there. Well, I like these cards already. They feel great in hand, and wow, in the sunlight out here on the deck right now.
Yeah.
That foiling really does pop.
And you see straight away on the back it says green parallel. Character. Yeah.
Right. I do like when they label the parallels. I know that. I did a binder night episode on my show of X-Men metal, Spider-Man metal, and a few of them, and it's crazy throughout the years how they didn't label the parallels.
Yeah.
Just.
Oh right, okay. So you've got the Immortals and Immortals version of that autograph. So basically, if you turn it over, let's triple check it's not a gold. No, it's just a regular. The golds of those are that, but goldier.
That's a nice card.
Yeah, they're really, really beautiful cards, those Immortals and Immortals. I think there's 15 of them, I want to say.
And you weren't joking about the QC. These cards look really sharp.
Yeah, they're really nice. Nice.
They look really, really sharp. I will be putting a binder of this together for my shelf. I do love having a base set with at least 2 insert sets completed.
Yeah.
Usually,
definitely. I've got a plethora of spares here. So anything you've not got, holler at me. There are 2 cards I've never found in over 20 physical boxes. Are on e-pack. I think they weren't inserted into boxes because. What you got here? That's a.
Can we go to space one day?
No, it's a
gold. That's numbered.
That's a gold. Nice.
19 out of 99, number 4.
Yeah. Okay, so that's your numbered hit for the box.
For the box.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, you might get another numbered hit if you get an auto that's numbered, but you'll get 1 numbered per box, so that should be it.
Would that typically take the spot of an auto?
No.
Gotcha.
No, the auto will usually be in the spot of one of the memorabilia cards.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm calling them memorabilia cards just for the sake of something other to say them.
These base cards look really, really good.
Yeah, they are lovely. They've got some lovely foiling on. It's really subtle as well.
It is subtle. Blue is a nice choice. That's a cool card.
With the kind of swirling going on around it. So I started this journey because I had some images I really liked. That's another of the insert sets. Eternals versus Deviants.
There's our green.
And then there's your green.
Very cool. The Deviants are really cool in the movie. There's a lot of really interesting characters.
There's some really good art design and art direction on the film, and they've carried that through to the set. Because Upperdeck have had basically the style guide and the style Bible made available to them.
Yeah.
And so they've really gone hard on that. They did it with Shang-Chi as well.
Salma Hayek, one of my favorites, by the way. Could listen to that woman talk all day long. Wonderful voice.
There we go. So you'll have that's flashbacks. So cards 101 to I want to say 115 are flashback cards. So they are the problem with the set is that they can't focus the story of the film goes between flashbacks looking back and then the actual main story.
Yes.
And they kind of layer each other, but they couldn't do that when they put the set together. So all the flashback stuff they put as a separate, continuation after card 100.
It's so fun opening a set with somebody that knows the ins and outs of it and that is a heavy collector of it.
Yeah.
I went really hard on Fleer Ultra Wolverine, and I really enjoy going over these sets with people that know what they're talking about. Another flashback.
Yeah, another flashback.
I like this insert. I like this one a lot. The flashbacks.
Yeah, they're nice. They're really nice. So the everything 1 to 100 has down to a 1 of 1 black. Flashbacks have just gold and 1 of 1 blacks. Just trying to think what else. It kind of fluctuates, but the chase cards have all got golds as well.
What do we got here?
Now, let's have a look. Let's have a look at the back of that one. No, that's just a regular.
I quite like this foiling, though. It's just, it's magical.
It feels organic as well, because that's the whole thing with the Deviants. It's like organic metal almost, the way they look.
It's really well done. I mean, I don't even think you need to be a huge fan of this movie to enjoy these cards.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, for the price they're at, I mean, I was lucky to get that price. You usually see them hovering between 40 and 50. And it's for just a fun rip.
Yeah.
Just dive in.
I'm having a blast. I haven't hit a PMG yet. Do you think that might be in a different pack or
different set, my friend?
Yeah.
But I started on some of the that's another silver.
Nice.
So they're not numbered. And that's another green. So I started actually putting together rainbows of just the Arishem characters, and what that card that you've just got on the top of your right hand pile was one of them I started with.
Nice.
Because it's just such a bonkers image. And then it just kind of spread from there. All of a sudden I was at 4 cards I was trying to rainbow, then 6, and then I was like, fuck it, let's go.
That's full send, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, these are gorgeous. These are fun. I do love a good rip where you're not breaking the bank on it. These are definitely not expensive, and I'm having a great time opening these and enjoying them. And like these are good quality cards.
That's the thing. And if you pull something good, brilliant. If you don't, it's not the end of the world. Another Immortals and Immortals. Check the back of those. Always check the back of those because they don't look. That's what I mean. They're so shiny. You've had your numbered hit.
Yeah.
But if you got a gold one of those, you'd know it. But I mean, they're shiny as it is. So to the untrained eye, you might not spot it first time around.
Quite a nice card. Something I've been finding with some of the more recent Upper Deck products is I've been getting hits and they've been stuck to other hits.
Yes.
And that was, I'm not complaining about that at all. I'll tell you that.
I've had that.
Oh, I've had packs crazy here.
Oh, I've had packs of this where there were 2. You've got probably an Eternal Regard, which is an acetate.
Yeah.
And it's you probably only have 4 cards in there, I suspect.
And here it is.
There it is.
Wow, this is a cool card.
Yeah, they're really nice. It's heavy as well. I mean, they feel chunky.
Oh man, that's a
now I can tell from the top the coloring of the lettering that it's a regular, not an SP.
Gotcha.
There are 18 of them, and that'll be a single digit number, I suspect. If you turn it over, you should see
it is number 9.
Yeah, 9. Yeah. Once you get up to, in fact, I think it might be 10 upwards. It's either 10 upwards or 12 upwards. They're the SP ones, and they're the same image as for the characters, but they've just got a gold effect on the acetate.
That is a very cool card. I was sort of wondering if I was going to open my other box of this, and the answer to that is absolutely. We are definitely going to be opening a box of this because this is a fun one, guys.
Let's do it. I'll walk you into the chase and some of the numbered. Oh, you've got a silver character.
Oh,
see that the silver on the base are fine, but once you get them on the characters, they look really good.
Oh, that looks really sharp. Ian, we might be onto something here. I might be doing a little bit of a collection of these. These are nice.
Yeah. They're really obtainable on EPAC as well. You've got some lovely the problem with this set on EPAC is that there is a blocker on the achievements. There are too few of a certain card.
And
I'm stuck, quite frankly, on
Well,
two aspects of the achievement chase, and we've had that recently with other products as well.
I know that I got another one of these.
Oh, nice.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
I'll
they
check,
are
like
really
you
nice
said,
cards.
for a number.
Yeah, I don't think it is. I think you've had your number. You'd notice if it was the gold one because you'd have to put your sunglasses on.
Right. Speaking of which, I might need those in a minute. It's getting pretty hot out here.
It's completely dark here. It's nighttime.
So we've got, this is our second to last pack. You know, the e-pack
pack.
thing with getting caught up with the achievements and not being able to get them after a certain level is definitely one of the frustrations of e-pack. I am in the midst.
Eternal scenery, nice.
That's a very cool card.
Right there. There's some beautiful images on there as well.
You know what this sort of reminds me of? This reminds me of one of those long distance cards you used to get back in the day. And you would dial the number on the back to get your long distance.
Yeah.
Just aged myself a bit there, I'm sure. But
I know exactly what you meant.
Yeah, there's the green.
Right,
here we go with the last pack. This is Last Pack Magic Channel. So if you're enjoying this, guys, don't be shy to hit that subscribe button and hang out more often.
Oh, you're such a professional. Look at this.
Right? I'm on it, Ian. I've been doing this a while now.
Right, what we got? And Gemma Chan, of course, is the big auto hit.
Yeah, that would
I've still not managed to get one of hers.
That would be a big auto. So what about?
Oh, you got a film cell. Okay, dokie.
So this is what you're calling a memorabilia card.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a relic. Yeah, manufactured hit. Now, good news and bad news. A lot of folk don't dig film cells.
Yeah.
The good news about these is that they're thin acetate, so they don't take up the room that other cards would. So a lot of people, especially on the One Division and the Falcon Mid Soldier, you get a film cell, and you're losing 2 or 3 cards per that pack.
Yes.
But the film cells on this one are nice and thin. Now, just have a look at the back of that film cell. What number is it?
It is 5.
Okay, so that's tier 1. They've got 4 tiers. Tier 4, I think 35 to 40.
Oh, wow.
And the tier 4 are one of the blockers on EPAC.
Oh no.
But bizarrely enough, I've pulled 3 of them physically.
Oh, wow.
So, you know.
We are definitely going to open this box. Ian, I have a dog that's barking at a bear. I'm going to be 2 seconds.
You go.
Right, you know, the perks of living in Canada is really the wildlife. It's,
yeah. Hey, okay. I lived in London. It's the same story there. Different type of wildlife, but yeah.
All right, we're back for a box number 2 here. We had so much fun with box number 1 that we are going to open another one.
Let's do it. Would you
that acetate card is my favorite.
Would you normally put a commercial in that little spot?
You know what I do? I do ridiculous little videos of me at the beach. I don't know if you've seen any of them, but I do lots of videos of the beach and stuff like that. And
wow.
Always kind of, I have a bunch for me on the fishing boat lately. I've been doing.
Oh, right, okay. When you say on the beach, I've got an image of you like running through the surf in your budgie smugglers. You know.
I don't know what a budgie smuggler is, but I'm going to assume
the really, really tight swimming shorts that basically it looks like there's a budgie or a small bird that's about to go into the oven.
I'm trying to not get banned in my second year, but we'll see. I don't know.
Okay. We'll see. We'll see.
I do love the English expressions for things that we don't have here in Canada. We get a lot of British people over here, and we get to hear it all, and it's fantastic.
Yeah. No, I'm full of them. As
regular you got them all.
Podcast will know, as they probably started hearing them multiple times at this point.
I'm excited you're getting more of this. I have a feeling that I'm getting more of this too, to be honest with you.
It's good. I mean, listen, I think there's a lot of it out there still.
I think if I hit auto, it's game over for me. I'll be hooked.
Yeah, and here's the thing: it's a blessing and a curse for this. It's good that we can get them cheap, but it's not good for the retailers because they're not going to order further products.
Good point.
Do you see what I mean? I mean, I know that Marvel's tenure is about to change, but I think that definitely hit products since Eternals and Shang-Chi that retailers were left with lots of.
Right.
And so they didn't order in much of the more recent products like Loki and Hawkeye.
Right. We are living in some interesting times. What do we got here?
Tell me about it. That's a nice one.
That's a beauty card. No one's making long distance calls on this one. That's a great image there.
No, that's nice.
Very, very cool.
That's very nice.
We are living in some very interesting Marvel times right now, and it's exciting right now.
It is. Well, it's a period of flux. I think is probably the best phrase. I think a lot of people have are assessing what their journey is from here.
It's a great way of putting it. I love saying assessing it as they go
Yeah.
here. Exactly what a
am.
lot of us are doing.
Yeah, I'm sure you are too. Yeah.
You know what? Absolutely. With character collecting and things
Pip
like
the Troll. Let's take a moment to appreciate the fact they managed to get Pip the Troll into a Marvel film.
Yeah.
But given there probably won't be an Eternals 2, although I would love there to be, but there probably won't be. We're not going to see more of what happens at that post-credit sting when Pip the Troll comes and says, "Come with me, I've got an idea," kind of thing.
How cool are the post-credit scenes in the Marvel? I live for them.
Yeah.
I live for them, my friend.
They are really good. Right, what we got here? That is... Oh, you got a film cell.
Oh, I do too. Wow, there we go.
Okay.
So which one is this? This is going to be number 15.
Number 15. So that's a tier 2, I think. Who is that? Oh, yeah. That's one of the other Eternals. There's some really obscure characters you see once in the film, and they're not even named in the film, and yet they're named on the cards. You see them in the middle scene where it's kind of the plot, the big grand design is being explained, and you see this 2-minute section where the entire basis of this universe is based on. And if you're not paying attention during that bit, you won't get the second half of the film.
So I'm going to need to watch this movie again now that I've opened some of these cards.
You will.
I'm going to experience the movie in a whole new way, I think.
Well, that's the thing. I went back and had a second viewing, and I was hooked.
One of these flashbacks.
Oh, you got flashbacks. Yeah.
I'm really excited for the next era of Marvel cards. I'm not really participating in the top stuff until I see some different art that I haven't seen before. Yeah. But I'm excited to see some international releases. How are you experiencing the international release of tops?
I'm with frustration because I'm looking on Marvel trading. I'm looking on UK trading cards, which is a big group.
Yeah,
and it's basically English blokes who, by and large, subscribe to these sites where they tell you, "Oh, buy this; it's going to be limited." They buy up a load of it and they flip it.
Gotcha.
That's exactly what's happening. So you've got loads of people. Silver,
yeah.
Nice.
Really nice image.
Yeah, it's a beautiful image, that is. Now, there's that sequence of the film, the Unimind sequence, gets short shrift in the base set, but there is a 30-card lenticular series that almost storyboards it scene by scene.
Wow.
And when you get one of those, they're really good lenticulars.
Guys, so these look great in hand. Like if you are looking to open this and you're wondering or on the fence, like these cards really do feel great.
Yeah. So. Leave the low price boxes for me though, yeah? Buy the ones that are $50-$60. Yeah. Support your local retailer. But no, so it's frustrating because they've got no interest in Marvel cards whatsoever. Yeah. They're just buying it to flip. We got people who are buying it, and it's the whole thing. PM for price.
Yeah.
What's your price? Oh, send me a PM. No, tell me what your price is.
Yeah.
And it goes round in circles, and you end up, oh, hello, that's a silver.
Very nice silver. Another one of these characters.
Yeah, there's the character ones. This card 76 or 100 really lend themselves to the parallels.
Very, very nice. I really like these cards. I thought for a second that was an auto and I was going to lose my mind. I would really like to pull an auto, guys.
Yeah, no,
my number hit yet?
Well, you said, I know you're only opening 2 tonight, but you pulled 4, so your odds are pretty good.
Yeah, I have this crazy feeling I might open these right away. I'm on holidays, and I brought 5 boxes of cards with me home for holidays. And 4 of them were Eternals, and I got 1 Fleer Ultra Wolverine left over.
Oh, nice. Okay, nice.
And my Fleer Ultra Wolverine...
Oh, it's in Immortals versus Eternals.
We're going to have to
Immortals, sorry. Yeah, just a regular one.
Actually, this is a really nice green.
Yeah, they're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful.
Beauty card.
A friend of mine is also collecting the set. Just pulled the black one of that card.
Oh wow!
In the last EPAC sale, he sent me a thing and said, "Oh, look what I pulled," and I just replied with a swear word.
Yeah,
it might be one of the swear word emojis, actually.
Yeah, it is nice when you're interested in one-of-ones and specific cards. It is nice knowing where they are.
Yeah. Well, I do that with plates for Black Cat.
Yes, absolutely.
Where I know where it is, I record it in a separate column on the spreadsheet.
I am in the exact same boat as you. I like knowing where stuff is. Here we go with another one of the
Flashback.
flashbacks.
Yep.
That's cool.
That's Tenoshin.
Yeah.
I think that's how you pronounce it.
And then a cool green. It is nice. The plate hunt it's an interesting one. There's 4 of them out there, and it's so rare to see them all get pulled. It's been my experience.
Yeah, and this is why I've got mixed feelings about this whole thing that Upper Deck have been doing with putting 4 plate things in one product, because it's great if you get them, and I like the fact they're achievements. But if you're a character collector,
yeah,
you might be satisfied with just getting one, and you might be willing to roll the dice and buy some of the product to get it.
Yeah.
But if all 4 are locked to an achievement, it's like, well, only one character collector can get that aspect of their rainbow. You got a silver there.
And that, yeah, exactly. I'm for the plate booklets because for myself, I buy all my plates on the secondary market.
Yeah.
So when somebody else gets that achievement, I do know what you mean, how only one collector will end up with them. But I like to be that collector. You know?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Sabretooth isn't a very popular character to collect these days, from my experience anyways. People can disagree with that if they like. So it used to be easier. It's getting a little bit harder now, but yeah.
Well, he just made a reappearance in Deadpool versus Wolverine. Tyler Mane.
Exactly. He
was looking good for his age.
Man, and Tyler Mane is a Canadian and just one of the most pleasant fellas ever. He's a really cool dude.
Right, what you got here? You have... That's just a regular Eternal scenery, I think.
Yeah, that is not
You haven't had your numbered yet, this box?
Nope.
No, it's going to be coming.
I feel like it's going to be an auto. I think it's going to be an auto.
Well, you should get a numbered and an auto, unless the auto is numbered.
I'm going to take an...
what I'm saying is you'll get a memorabilia card, whatever it is, and numbered.
Right.
But I'm willing an auto into existence for you.
I would greatly appreciate it. Sounds like in the backyard they're willing a bear into existence, so we'll go with an auto.
Well, go with the auto, because... Right, hang on a minute.
Here we go.
Another one of the World Forge.
That's right. And the greens, 4-pack.
You will have something decent in this. I've only ever had one box that stuffed me with one of the 6 I was expecting.
Really?
But because I had another box that had 2 lenticulars stuck together, I didn't kick up too much of a fuss.
Right. I don't mean to just fly through the base, guys. I know the base are cool, and I'll sit down and look at them more thoroughly, but I know you guys want to see what's coming out of these boxes.
Yeah. Turn that over.
Timely manner.
Just triple check that. No, that's a regular. Okay.
We're really cutting it down here. We got 3 packs left, and
come on.
Who knows what we're gonna... We got our film cell, so we got an acetate and a numbered card.
You need your numbered hit. What would be
the character what would be the best auto to get?
Well, Gemma, either in terms of sought afterness, it would be Gemma. Can't remember her surname now off the top of my head. Gemma Chan, Kit Harington, and probably Don Lee.
Cool,
that Korean actor.
Here we go. What is this? This is
a blue. That's a numbered blue. That's the 299. There's
my numbered card.
So if you look at that,
straight up like a Bollywood film.
Yeah, yeah. That was one of the cards I started to rainbow because I thought it's a Marvel film.
Yeah,
you've got this image in a Marvel film, and you've got that actor, comedian, who really buffed up for this role. I mean, properly.
Yeah, no kidding.
Turn it over. Look at the serial.
63 of 299.
Okay.
So good. This is what weddings in my family look like.
I've been to Indian weddings.
Yeah, so you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, they are, and the food's great.
Fantastic. It's the
you usually end up taking some home with you.
Yeah,
because they make so much of it.
Absolutely.
Right, second to last pack.
All right, here we go. What do we got? It is one of these cool
deviants. Okay.
Cool. All right, let's hope there's something in this last pack.
I haven't been counting the. I think you've had your 3 silvers. Yeah, I'm hoping there should be something in here. You've had your numbered. You've had a film cell.
This is going to be an acetate card.
Yeah, I think you've got. Yeah, I think you're going to have something else in here.
I can tell you that this is an acetate card because it is 3 times heavier than every other pack.
It could be a metal.
Oh, it could be a metal. It says.
No, it's an acetate. Yeah, I can see that. Now, some of the acetates are duals, Eternal Regards duals, and they're much more SP.
Let's see what we got, and
You
it is a
all right. Turn it over. Right,
number
that
8.
is that's a regular one, but they are stunning.
They're very cool. I like it.
They're really nice. I mean, they're chunky, so if you don't dig your chunky cards, but yeah, they're really nice. You can get auto versions of those.
Really?
Yeah, you can get auto versions of almost all these different types of inserts.
Well, I'm quite happy with how that worked out. Let's do a little recap here about what we got. So with our 2 acetate cards that we had, here they are. Actually, 8 and 9 in order. And then what do we have here? We had a few numbered. I really like these. These are the ones that
they're lovely.
I'm enjoying. That foiling comes through like it really works. Show a couple more of these. Very cool. That if I were to put an insert set together for a binder, which it looks like I'm going to be, it would be one of them.
I've got most of those in duplicate. So
do you?
Yeah. Just shout me what you need.
On e-pack or in physical hand?
Both.
Fantastic, Ian. Thank you. It's really fun collecting a set with somebody else. I would like this to be a project that we both do. It'd be cool.
Yeah. I'm working on. I need to get permission from the powers that be, but I'm working on, just as an indulgent, purely self-indulgent exercise, getting the Upper Deck folk responsible for putting this set together on the podcast.
That would be fun.
And having some of the collectors of the set come on, because there are a few like me who go after this set.
Very cool.
So that's hopefully going to happen.
Well, if I turn into one of those collectors, I would love to be a guest.
No, you're more than welcome to jump on.
I would really love to.
So, do you want to see some of the choice cuts, as it were, in terms of the inserts?
To answer your question, yes, I would.
Gorgeous. Right. Okay. So here's binder number 3. So this is the one where I put my flattened box and my wrappers. So let's turn this round. So I can no longer see the main screen. Oh no, it's touching it. Bear with. Hang on.
You look good there. I can see.
Yeah. No, I've got a touch screen. My computer is one of these ones where the computer is in the screen, and
Gotcha.
the binder lid touched it, and it was like ah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just show you. Look at what you could have won.
Look at what I could have hit.
This is the flashback set.
Cool. I like that insert set.
Yeah, they are beautiful cards. I've frozen on here. Have I frozen with you?
You are frozen, my friend.
Yeah, hang on a minute. It's probably the connection on my phone. Let me go on to 4G on my phone. 1 sec. There we go. It should come back any second now. Come on. You can do it.
In the meantime,
there we are.
Oh yeah, you're set. Perfect.
So I mean, they're just wonderful cards. This one, fun fact, this is Babylon. Okay, when you pull this one, it really pops. And this is the basis of that character design.
Cool.
On the character cards, that's what they use for that, which is why that framing looks so good. The actual wall is in a museum in Germany. This whole thing, including the gate. It's called the Gate. I can't remember what it's called now. Anyway, I've seen it. I've been there about 3 times. It's in Berlin, in the Pergamon Museum, and it is vast. And the fact they recreated it and then destroyed some of it for this film,
that's crazy.
It's just, when I saw that, I was like, that's mad.
Yeah,
I've seen the actual thing, because they excavated it and moved it to Germany. So I'm not going to take you through every single card here. What I am going to do is show you some of the parallels. So we have Eternal Scenery, which I will not dwell on, but there's a gold Eternal Scenery. So if you thought the original looked good, look at the gold.
It's really good.
Isn't it amazing?
Yeah, it's really
just the top of it catching the light. Again, they're numbered to 99, which is just there. So you can see I've got an empty page here waiting for the rest of them to arrive.
Right.
So there's your Immortals versus Immortals and Mortals. So that's the regular ones.
Yeah.
Brace yourself for a gold. Do I have a gold in hand? Hang on. Do I have a gold in hand? I do. Yeah, I've got loads of these on e-pack ready to ship. This is a gold version.
Very nice. That looks really sharp.
That's what I mean. You pull one of these, you'll notice you'll be putting the sunglasses on.
Yeah.
They are just stunning. So let me just get the regular one so you can see side by side. So the regular one's kind of more of a bronze kind of vibe.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see the difference.
I mean, you'll notice it as well straight away. There we go. And the number's just at the bottom there. So yeah, they are beautiful. Absolutely beautiful cards.
Really nice.
And then let's just go here. I do have a black 1 of 1.
Oh.
In hand. It's here. Hang on a sec. Let me just put that back there. I think this is the only one I've got in hand. I've got about 4 of them. And I should probably have this in a penny sleeve, but I haven't done that yet. That's a black.
Very cool. Does it kind of have like the opal kind of color from the Fleer?
Yeah. Yeah, you can see it in the spots there. It's just wonderful.
Very nice.
It has the very typical 1 of 1 just at the bottom there. You can just see that. There we go.
Yeah, it looks great. And was this a purchase or did you pull it?
This was. I've not pulled any 1 of 1s. I got this off a collector who pulled it out physical, and he sold it to me.
I've only ever pulled printing plate as a 1 of 1.
Okay.
I pulled that out of Fleer Ultra. Avengers Metal.
So here you go. You remember me saying that there are 2 cards that I've never seen in 2 cases worth of physical boxes, I don't believe they made it into the physical distribution.
Okay.
They are Eternals versus Deviants 5.
Yeah,
which is there, and number. There's a printing. I've got a separate page. So those are the golds, and that's for the plates. So I've got 1 of them in there. I think I've got enough to fill half of this now. And then card number 11, Eternals versus Deviants 11.
Never made it into physical.
Never made it in. So when on my e-pack, they're plentiful on e-pack. So I think I've got maybe 4 copies due to in my transfer cart to come home.
Yeah,
because I want to be able to make a few physical sets, and I can't get them in the boxes. So, the odds of me not getting them from 2 cases worth of boxes, and it wasn't just 2 cases; it was like boxes from here, there, and everywhere.
Right,
is ridiculously slim. So, now there is a parallel version. Here we go. There is a gold version of Eternals versus Deviants, but it's very subtle. Very subtle. To be honest with you, there's not much difference. So I'm not going to lie to you. It could have been more, but again, that's supposed to be the gold. Like I said, some of them aren't quite as wowzers. Right.
I got to ask you, is there a set in the past that you have curated in this fashion before?
Yeah, Marvel Masterpieces 2007.
Interesting.
Yeah, I have a full master of that.
Great choice.
So these are the Unimind lenticulars.
Wow, those look good.
They are absolutely amazing. They're thin. They're sharp.
Yeah,
like properly sharp. And they take you through the entire section of the film.
Yeah,
where the Eternals split and start having this battle.
Wow.
And it's there are 30 cards, and if you get all 30 of them on e-pack, you get 3 achievements, which finish the set. So 31 to 33, I think it is.
Very cool.
Some of them have the most bonkers images. I mean, there's that guy who's hatched out of the earth.
Wow.
And there's Druig. They are just really nice. I mean, they're smooth as well. I mean, you can't feel the ridges. They're really nice cards. I'm surprised you got 2 Eternal Regards in a row. I think that's just the box order. You should get a lenticular, at least one.
I'll have to check it out on my other boxes.
But yeah, I mean, they're lovely. I mean, like I said, some of the images are just amazing.
I'm very happy with how these cards looked. So often, when you have high box prices, you end up with people feeling shorted. It's inevitable that they're not going to.
Of course.
They got what their money's worth. For myself and what I paid for these, which was similar to your price point, I'm more than happy with what I got.
Okay, I'm going to show you a regular film cell.
Yeah.
So regular film cells, gold film cells, numbered to 25.
Okay.
So you'll see that the writing on them is different.
Yes.
Immediately, and they're numbered to 25.
I like the film cell. The Flair Ultra Wolverine product had the animation cells. Wasn't crazy about them. I prefer these.
I didn't like the way they cropped the art.
Yeah, it's likewise.
Didn't work for me as well. And the Flair Ultra Avengers is where I kind of came to that conclusion. Now, here's a fun fact about this set. I've just got to find which one it is. One of the film cells has an image in the cell, because obviously, this is all digital now. They never sent physical prints.
Right.
So these are properly manufactured hits. Film. This would have never been on film. One of the film cells, and I'm just trying to find it because it is across the entire production run, has images in the film cell section from the Falcon and Winter Soldier.
No way.
I shit you not.
That's hilarious.
Here it is. So film cell number 33.
That's
Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan.
That is so funny.
That's across the entire print run.
That's hilarious.
EPAC as well. So,
oh my gosh. Well, hey, you win some, you lose some.
That's hilarious. So I love that there's that in the set. But again, you've got the film cells, the numbered. I mean, I just really like the numbered cells. If you don't like film cells, you don't like film cells. Right, here we go. Eternal Regard. And they really test the bounds of an Ultra Pro Platinum page. I do have all of them. I just don't have all of them in hand. But you can see that's number 7.
Yeah.
Okay. That's number 17. That's the SP. So it's got a different color border.
Right.
At the top and bottom. They're not numbered. Right. Now, you didn't get any of these. These are really tough pulls. This is one of the 2 metal inserts in the set.
Interesting.
One of them is Preliminary Profiles, and one of them is Stars Are Eternal. This is a Stars Are Eternal.
Interesting.
And they're kind of an artistic representation. And I think they've done it this way because this is the only insert set that features Angelina Jolie's character.
Ah.
But they've made the image vague enough so that it doesn't quite look like her.
Interesting.
But they can feature the character. I mean, that's a really clever way of having an element of the set that does actually show her character.
Keeping the Upper Deck legal team busy, I'm sure.
Yeah, exactly. So I've pulled one of these from physical, but EPAC. Now, this is a tough chase. This card is a blocker on EPAC.
Ah.
You can't get it. And you need it. You need all 10 of the metal Preliminary Profiles and all 10 of these metal Stars Are Eternal to get an Arisham version of one of these.
Interesting.
Now, there's 25 of them. Yeah, there's 25 of them, and I think only one has been achieved. It's super annoying.
Yeah.
And you can't tell me that Upper Deck can't just retweak that algorithm.
Well, I mean, we just had this issue with the greens in
exactly
Wolverine.
Yeah.
We just had the same issue, so it's something that comes up.
So it just frustrates me because you just get a choke point. Not enough people are opening the product, no one can finish. So when they put it on sale, we're all watching like hawks, waiting.
Ian, do you think that after the license expires, all of the product will remain for sale on EPAC, or will it come to a crashing halt?
I think existing will, simply because there are other licenses that they've lost that are still on sale.
Yes, agreed.
So I think it will. I don't think they can bring out any new stuff. Obviously, so nothing's in development now.
Yeah.
I mean, I know what's coming in the next few months. I can't say what's coming because some of it's not been announced. But you're gonna need to save some money for the last few months. Let's put it that way. But yeah, I think it's interesting. I don't want to say you never get a second chance to make a first impression.
Yes.
Unfortunately for me, Topps haven't made a great first impression.
Agreed.
Now, Whether that flips or not, I don't know. But just simply because the amount of time it takes to do these things, you're not going to see anything original art-wise if they choose to do that at all.
Yeah.
In the next 18 months, it's going to be a couple of years at least before you see anything original art. Like I said, if they choose to, they might not.
That's right. There's definitely been some interesting choices in the recycled art they've even chosen for these current sets that they're doing. It is nice to see a different group of people enjoying Marvel cards, and all the power to you if you're enjoying them. But I'm in the same boat as you, where I'm underwhelmed by the Topps product.
But like I said, I don't want to dismiss them just yet. Simply because it's going to be there for the next decade at least.
That's right.
That's
the new norm. That's the new norm.
But if at this point we've had so many products, my feeling is we've had so many products in the last 18 to 24 months.
Insane.
Some of them haven't had room to breathe. It's like that bottle of wine that you open half an hour before you're going to drink it. A lot of products have just been like, wow, okay, there's another product out, so I'm going to leave that one. I'm going to go over there. So I think it'll give a lot of people time to go back and like reappreciate stuff.
I agree.
I think Flair got massively overlooked.
Yeah.
I think some products possibly deserve to be overlooked.
There's definitely some
allegiance. But I think What If, absolute high point in the last year. I mean, that was a beautiful set. They had so much fun with that.
Nice.
And yeah, I think people are just going to have a chance to dust settle a bit.
Yeah,
because the releases will slow down.
Yes, absolutely.
The
X-Men
Nothing
about the last 2 years has been normal.
Yeah, exactly. So you're going to have time to kind of what do I want to do? Do I want to change direction? And hopefully people will have a little bit more money to spend because they won't be chasing every single thing that comes out.
Yeah. So for myself, I got spared having a Sabretooth in Avengers Metal, which was great. And there's been a number of sets where I just didn't really. I had a ton of cards in Fleer Ultra Wolverine, which was a huge chase for me. But I got spared like the PMG chase, which was really nice to have a break and kind of made it clear to me that I'm pretty much done with I'm going to have a cutoff here very soon with Upper Deck products for character collecting. It'll be nice to have a break from it all.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I've pretty much already decided I'm going to stop with Black Cat.
Yeah.
At the end of it. Well, certainly I'm going to put her on pause because there's been so many sets that she's been in some cases unnecessarily so. Totally. That if I totted up how much I've spent on the Black Cat chase over the last 12 months, that's a decent holiday. That's a really decent vacation. Nice hotel with a pool kind of vibe.
Yeah, there's definitely some numbers that have been spent lately that are probably bigger than holidays for some people.
So I'm definitely shifting focus. I've been in the last month. I've been doing a lot more non-Marvel. That's a lot more affordable.
Cool.
Mainly Star Trek. Which is my other kind of big thing, and just really enjoying it and just enjoying the change of the air is different,
I love Star Trek, Ian. I'm right there with you.
Yeah. So I've been enjoying that, and I think I'm going to continue to just mix it up a little bit, and you can't beat having an on-card autograph from an actor who was in the original 1960s Star Trek.
There you go.
No longer with you.
Right.
Whose performance is living on beyond their passing. I mean, prime example. We've lost some amazing actors in the last 12 months. Most recently, obviously James Earl Jones, and John Amos, who was announced in the past week. And I think John Amos has only signed for one set, but. What an autograph card. Chris Christopherson.
Yeah.
The Planet of the Apes set, on-card auto from 2001. But it's Rubber Duck from Convoy. I mean,
autos are an exciting pull. Like, I mean, even if you didn't know who it was that you pulled, you pulled something special.
Yeah. It's I mean, I personally, I have a very emotive connection with an autograph.
Yeah.
Especially if it's on card. I've got an on card auto of Ricardo Montalban as Khan from Star Trek 2. It was the only time he signed on a Star Trek 2 thing, and it was shortly before he passed away. Rittenhouse got him before he passed away when they started that series. And, I get the feels massively.
Yeah.
When I hold that card, because I went to see that film when I was 9 years old in the month after my dad passed.
Right.
So that film was kind of a treat for me to be able to go. My mum, paid money for me to go because the nearest cinema was 12 miles away and we didn't have a car. Yeah. So that kind of thing is kind of, I think I'm leaning more towards that now.
So are you saying that you're not excited about the janitor autos that are in Topps?
No, not even slightly. I saw one this morning that maybe I LOL'd. There's someone on eBay. I mean, good luck to them. Bless you, sir. Give it a go. Who's put a dual auto of Thor and Iron Man on eBay for £3,000.
I love it.
And
Absolutely.
I'm like, you go, mate. Give it a go. All power to you. But quite frankly, if you're paying the £3,000 for that, you need to have a little bit of date with Dr. Freud on a couch. Because I mean, I'm not, far be it for me to tell anyone how to spend their money, but
that's right.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Get it.
Don't get it.
I don't get it. But like I said, there's there's a bride for everyone somewhere in the world.
It's just I wonder what that conversation was like in that boardroom. Like, hey guys, I got a crazy idea. Wolverine's going to sign these autos. I wonder if they thought no one would notice or no one would care, or I wonder what that conversation was on the topic of autos as we're talking about it.
You see, for me, there's a disconnect, and the disconnect is with. It's obvious to me, as sitting here, as someone who's worked for various marketing agencies for 20 years, so I get, my brain goes in creative directions as how to deliver an idea. Okay,
right.
When you're looking at, okay, we'll have a card that's supposedly signed by Daredevil. Why not put it in Braille?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
It just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And so I think you've just missed an opportunity. Oh, it'll cost you 20 grand extra to print them. Oh, so we won't do that then.
Worth it.
But can you imagine how wonderful a card that would have been?
That would have been interesting.
As a Daredevil collector, you'd have gone after that.
Absolutely.
If the Wolverine one had 3 slices in it rather than anything written, cutouts, you'd have gone for that. I have a Black Cat sketch card, and I trimmed from over 200 of them to about 30 in the last year. One of the ones I've kept, the artist has got 3 claw marks that are actually cut out of the card.
Interesting.
It's such a unique piece.
On the topic of first impressions, the first impressions of the sketch cards that accompanied the Topps product didn't inspire confidence about them kind of knowing what they were doing.
Frank Miller ones.
Yeah, so there's definitely been, I mean, I don't mean to bash on Frank Miller in the slightest. I understand that just wasn't ideal. But that was there's a lot of room for improvement as far as Topps is concerned so far.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it was a big hook for them to sell the product, so I get it. I think his auto cards are worthy of a chase. There's an element there. He's not signed before, so go for it. But I think that it's a wider thing with the standard of the stuff that he's doing now in terms of remarks. Just generally on books. And I don't know enough about this to speak on it, but someone said to me that, he's been at cons and things like that. People have been paying a lot of money, and he's, people have said to me that they felt that their books had been ruined.
Right.
Because, and I think, he's getting on a bit.
Yeah, absolutely.
I get it.
Absolutely.
I mean, have you seen pictures of him now? He's all kind of like this.
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's kudos to them for getting him, but there are some other creator autos within that Topps Chrome product that Upper Deck hadn't been able to acquire.
Right.
So I think that, I think that's a cool aspect of it. So my approach these days to a lot of these, apart from obviously Eternals, is I'll go for an element of the set that I just really dig.
Right.
So,
Choose one and go for it. And that's the great way of doing it. I mean, with the size of the sets, like you do kind of have to pick and choose something that's for you and not focus on it as a whole.
Yeah. So metal cards are a big thing for me these days.
Cool.
I just love them. I mean, they're a nightmare for the binders, but the Falcon and Winter Soldier forged vibranium. Yeah. The printing on them is beautiful. I mean, have you seen a Masterpieces metallurgy?
I have one in my collection, and I'm
but they're so the colors are almost poppier than the actual cards.
Fair enough. Yeah.
That's the thing. I mean, the printing on them is I don't know who the vendor is they use for them, but they are so good. I mean, they're easy to scratch. That's the one thing. You might think, nice. It's really solid. I'll bash it on the table just to show you how solid it is. Right. Don't do that.
Yeah, that's right. It is nice to talk about the QC wins with Upper Deck in Masterpieces because there were other issues from centering and a few other things that were rather bad. But I do agree with you that the metallurgies look good. I was a fan of the preserved ambers. I know a lot of people don't like the font on it. I'm not one of them. I enjoyed those cards. I think they look great, especially the F-15s.
Yeah. I haven't. I only did one box of that, and I kind of haven't gone back to it really because there's been so much other stuff to chase. Yeah. But preserved amber, I've got the because it was Fleer Ultra Spider-Man 2017 that had those last.
That's right.
So I think there was a little bit of some collectors just didn't feel it belonged in Masterpieces.
Interesting.
So some collectors didn't go after it for that reason. But Black Cat's got them, and I've just not revisited it. I mean, the prices on it were just too much.
I've never opened a box. I collected it, but I bought it very cheap on the secondary market. I didn't get a chance to.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately,
I'm going to miss Masterpieces. Masterpieces is going to be the set that I miss the most.
Yeah, I think they'll do it with DC Upper Deck.
Yeah,
they'll definitely do it with DC.
Good point.
So you'll have that, and I think they'll probably be. Well, you'll definitely see Masterpieces 22 on e-pack before they go. Yeah. They'll have to put it on sale before the 31st of December, otherwise they'll lose the opportunity to do so.
Yeah, they're not going to miss that one.
Yeah, that'll come.
Premiere as well will hit there at some point. I'll get the cards I'm missing.
Yeah, I don't know about Premiere. I think Premiere was much more difficult to produce each time they went around because the sketch card approvals got so much more difficult.
Right, absolutely.
So they haven't quite got enough, product to fill the boxes. So they have to get more sketches done, which delays the product.
Yeah, fair enough.
Some of those aren't approved, so they have to get more sketches done. Do you see what I mean? So it's one of those. Yeah, I think sketches have become a bit of a challenge in the modern era of Marvel Disney approvals.
I'm a big fan of the sketches that I currently have. I value those with a lot of sentimental value for having them. They're a cornerstone of my collection, and there's never a bad day when I pick up a sketch.
Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
Like that. I really enjoyed doing this. I think that was like I said, opening a box with somebody who's a big collector of it makes it so much funner. I enjoyed that a lot, and like what you said, the card they look great in hand. That was a great rip. Yeah,
they're very satisfying, and you don't feel that you're wasting money. Whether you decide to go any further, you had the same opportunity as anyone else to possibly hit an auto that was worth more than the sum of its, some of the products that you've got in your hand. But if you didn't, you've had fun opening it.
I got 2 more boxes. I really hope I hit one. But this was super fun. I would love to do this again sometime.
Yeah. Definitely. Definitely.
I know it's late where you are, and you're probably due for one more whiskey and call it a night. But I appreciate you making the time.
Yeah, always.
And where can everybody find you, Ian? Where can everyone follow along with what's going on with you and your
stuff?
Well,
there's 2 places. I've got my personal feed that I don't update enough, which is on the screen. Should be on the screen, possibly, at Mr. Felicia Hardy. And otherwise, you can follow the podcast at the MCC Pod. There we go. He's pushed the button, you see.
I did. Absolutely. So
knows?
make sure you're following Ian. We've got his details up there for his personal feed and in the MCCW group. Always appreciate you guys running the Facebook group. That must be a zoo. Staying on top of a group with that many
Well,
members.
I don't anymore. I stepped down in July.
That's
Yeah.
right. You are.
I was done. I was done. It's.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a great thing. I never expected the groups to be as big as they did when I just clicked the button back in 2018 to set them up, because I was like, there's got to be a better way of doing this from the existing groups. And fortunately, over 7,000 people agreed, and they're still there. So
I think that Marvel cards are
Thumbs up.
growing in the right direction.
I
think that it's there's a lot of fun to be had. There's a lot more fun to be had in the future.
Yeah, I mean, growing pains, but you get that with everything.
Oh, absolutely. I think we're a pretty pleasant community on the whole. I've seen some nasty stuff in the other ones, so yeah, we're doing all right. Well,
yeah, absolutely.
Ian, thanks so much for joining, and
no problem.
everybody out there, drop a comment down below if you enjoyed this. We appreciate you.
Thanks, Braden.